Hi folks, how are you all doing today? I'm back with a brand new video again. So today's our last video in the blocks series, right? Because we are doing the last category of the blocks, and I hope you should be now aware of all the other categories of the blocks which are present in CodeStudio, right? So we have UI controls, data control, variables, total, math, and functions, right? So all these were already discussed. Okay. So if you have not been watching those videos yet, please do go back to my channel Folks Hub and open the playlist Applab to watch all of these, right? And yeah, do let me know if you have any questions. Please comment, and I'll be reaching out to you soon as possible, at least, right? So to just make you understand what exactly you're, if you're facing any issues, right? Okay, so today we're going to discuss about the canvas category, and this is the last category of the series, right? So canvas, if you have not watched my previous videos where we have already discussed about canvas, right? Please do go back and do watch those videos also. Okay, so canvas is a element which is like we can consider that this is a graphic element, right? Where you can on which you can add graphics, animations, shapes, and whatnot, right? So you can do like let's suppose if you're creating a game and you want that to be having infinite backgrounds or infinite runner games or any game, right? So not only infinite runner games or infinite backgrounds you have, right? So any game which you want to create, you can absolutely start creating it on a canvas, right? So canvases have so many additional features for creating objects on it, right? We can create sprites on it, we can actually draw shapes on it, and many more. Okay, so yes, canvases are very much helpful. We understood that. Let's do something. Let's understand all these blocks also, right? So that you can use them appropriately whenever necessary and wherever necessary. Okay, so let's do something like I'm just dragging a canvas, and let's just give the width as 300, height also as 300. Let's adjust this a little bit. Okay, okay. Now, and we have events. After properties, you have events here, right? So just click on this and you click on insert and show code. Okay. So what happens is it automatically inserts the on event canvas click block, right? We all know event means when it is clicked or whatever. It is like a trigger to make something happen, correct? So here the trigger is going to be the click event. Okay, so whenever you click on the canvas, the thing whatever is written inside this should happen. Okay, let's first understand what is written inside this. Okay, so here we have console.log statement. By now you should be understanding what is console.log, right? So it is a predefined function. Log is a predefined function to log something on the console. Okay, you can log a message on the console, or you can give any value as an output on the console, right? So, and here we are using string concatenation concept. If you have not watched my previous videos where I have already discussed about string concatenation, right? Please do go back and check all of them, right? And so here we have canvas 2 click that x event dot offset x, y event dot offset y, right? So offset x and offset y are something where they're fetching the x and y values of your cursor. Okay, so wherever you're clicking, that means let's suppose I'm clicking here somewhere. So I have some specific x and y values for this, right? So we need those values, correct? Only then we can do something at that point, correct? So to do that, we have event.offset x and y values. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just logging the statement here, right? And then set active canvas 2 to set the active canvas, and then the ID of the canvas should be written over here. Okay. So this will just set the active canvas, right? Whatever is the canvas is active on the screen now, right? In our app we can be using multiple canvases, right? So maybe 2, 3, or n number of, correct? So which canvas is active right now, right? So that is depicted using this block. And then we have a circle function here. So circle function has three values, three parameters. Like I told you, predefined functions, these are predefined functions. And we already have discussed about parameterized functions also, right? So if you have not checked out my functions video, please do go back and check out functions video, right? So where you will be understanding about what is a parameterized function. Okay, here we have three parameters, right? And the first argument here is the offset x, then the second argument is offset y, that means x position value, y position value, wherever your cursor is present, right? And this is the radius of the circle. Okay, 10 is the radius of the circle. Let's first run this and check. So here you can see nothing, right? Basically, why? Because canvases are always white, okay, and you can't really change the color of background color of your canvas here in CodeStudio, okay. So now let's click on the canvas because I know I've placed my canvas there, right? And you can see here in the output section, canvas 2 clicked at x 160 and y 179, right? So this x value and y value are got from event.offsetx and event.offsety. Okay, so I'm drawing my circle wherever I'm clicking, there only I'm drawing my circle, right? So you can just absolutely understand what exactly is happening, right? So you can see the on the console the statements are being printed, okay, and then we have the 10 radius circle being drawn wherever I click. Okay, let's do something where I'm just increasing the radius of this by 10 to 25. Okay, let's check out what happens. So you can see a bigger circle is being created now. Okay, I hope you understood what exactly is happening here, right? So don't worry if you're not understanding the console.log statement, what exactly is done here. So let me give you a brief on this again. Okay. So string concatenation means joining two or more strings, right? So what exactly are we doing in this string concatenation is, let me just do something. I will, yeah. So by clicking on this arrow, you can actually minimize the toolbox. Basically, I just did the same now. Okay, don't worry. Where's your code block section and all, right? Yes. So here it is, right? This is the block. Okay. Now, so we have plus symbol here, plus symbol here, and plus symbol here. Okay. So plus is not only meant for addition. Okay, in coding, right? So you can use plus sign for concatenation. Okay. So what do I mean by concatenation is joining something, right? So joining two or more strings. Okay. So here this is the first string which I want to join with the x value, and this x value, after this I want y value also to be displayed, right? After the y, the value of the y also should be there, right? So this is what I am doing here. Okay, so using this plus symbols, right? So plus concatenation operator we can say, or you can say joining operator. Okay, join operator, or you can say string concatenation operator. Okay, anything is fine. Okay, so this is the first string canvas 2 clicked at x, right? And then you have to give a space. You can see here canvas 2 clicked at x, and then there's a space over here. Then you have event dot offset x, right? So that means this should be getting the x value. Okay, so the first x value was 100 basically, so it is 100. And then we have another plus. After that I'm writing y, right? So before writing y you have a space, after having the colon symbol you have another space, right? That's because see, before y we needed a space, and after the colon we needed another space. So to do that we manually have to give spaces here. There's no other option or choice for us, right? So you have to do this because while writing something like a variable here, right? So it is almost like calling a variable here, right? Offset x and offset y things, right? So you can't really give any space while you're using this kind of a variable, correct? So that's why wherever you're writing the string, there only you can actually add the spaces, right? The required spaces, okay, wherever is necessary, right? And then we have event dot offset y. Okay, So this is all about the log statement, right? Don't worry much about this, okay? So while you're actually using this, right? So then you will get hold of it, okay? Now, so we understood about set canvas statement and circle statements, right? So what if okay, let's come from the beginning, okay? You can absolutely create a new canvas, right? By using the code itself, not using the design also, okay? So if you don't want to really drag any canvas component on the design, if you want to dynamically create the component, like in UI controls, we dynamically have created button, text input, text label, drop down, right? We have created all these components dynamically while writing the code, correct? Similarly, on the canvas, you can absolutely use this create canvas to dynamically create the canvas, okay? And you have to pass few parameters also. ID, like you're creating a new canvas, that means that canvas should definitely have some ID, right? You can manually write the ID here, and width and height of the canvas should definitely be provided. If not, how can it actually create it, correct? So that's why, okay. And then so set active canvas, we have discussed about this. It will set the active canvas. Let's suppose if you have multiple of them, so whatever is the ID you're giving here, based on that it will be setting that as the active canvas, okay. And then you have line. Line is to draw a line on the canvas, okay. So what I will do is, let's say I'll just do this. I'll drag this event dot offset x, event dot offset y, and I'll just write 160 225. Okay, let's just remove the circle block. Now I'll just click on run. Let's click on the canvas. You can see that there's a line which is being drawn over here, right? So this is happening because from wherever I'm clicking, right? So or let me just do this. I'll just click here. You can see this big line is being created, right? So I'm clicking somewhere over here. Okay. So what is happening from this point to the point which I have already provided here, which is 160, 225, it is drawing that line, right? If I click here, so it should draw from here till there. Okay. If I click here, so the same thing should happen. And this continues, goes on and on and on. How many ever times you want, you can absolutely do that, okay. So let's understand the line instruction now, okay. Line instruction, we understood that it draws a line, right? Definitely, to draw any line segment from mathematics, we already know this. To draw any line segments, we need to have the starting point and the ending point, correct? So here the starting point is this thing, right? X and Y, offset X and Y. That means wherever is your mouse clicked, right? That will be the starting point. And what is the ending point I'm giving? So this is the ending point I'm giving. X value is 160 and Y value is 225. Okay. So that's how you're getting this these lines over here, right? So this is about the line. And then we have circle. We understood about the circle, right? It just draws a circle with the given x and y values and the radius provided. Okay. And then rect. Rect will definitely draw a rectangle. Okay. So let's just do something. I'll just drag this event dot x and offset y. Let's drag out this line block. I don't want this. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, wait. These are the x and y values, and these are width and height values, right? Because in a rectangle, we should provide width and height. If not, how can I draw a rectangle? Correct. So, what I will do, I'll just write the width as 50, and let's give the height also as 50, or you can give any other values, not at all a issue, right? So, now let's click on reset and run. Let's just click somewhere over here. You can see a 50 by 50 block is being created, right? That means the rectangle is being created. Okay. So let's write 60 so that you can understand that this is a rectangle only, not a square. Okay. I just gave both width and height as same, right? So that's why it was drawing a square. Okay. So this is how a rectangle is being drawn wherever I click. Okay. So wherever I click, that will be the top left corner of the rectangle, and it will adjust accordingly whatever is the width and height based on the values given. Okay. So this is about the rect function, right? So like we have been discussing about all these things now, right? So let's understand other few blocks which are present here. Okay, so these are few shapes which we are drawing, correct? Line, circle, rectangle. Okay, now, so this is something where you want to style your rectangle, let's suppose, right? With, I mean, with some colors and all. Now it is absolutely black, right? You can't really see any other color. So if you are setting the stroke width, okay, what happens is, if you are drawing a line, you saw a very thin line being created, correct? So let's just do something. Let's put this rectangle aside. Or yeah, let's get line instruction. I'll show you the stroke with that, because that should be more appropriate. Drag it over here, drag this over here. Let's drop it off, and let's write line. Okay, I think this is okay, fine. Now let's set the stroke width. So I'm just setting it over here. Okay, it's set to 3 now. Okay, let's check. You already know what was the line and how was the line being created, right? It was very much thin. Okay, it was 1 pixel in thickness. Okay, now let's see how is the thickness being changed, right? Can you see this is more thicker now, right? I hope you can understand the difference, right? So this is about set stroke width. Set stroke width is 3, so that's why it is that thick. Let's suppose I'm writing 6. Okay, reset and run it again. Yeah, you can see the thickness is more now, right? So this is about the set stroke width. And then we have set stroke color. So let's just add this. So I'm setting the stroke color to be red, right? Let's check. A red line is being drawn now. Okay. So this is about the set stroke color. Then set fill color. So let's give yellow. Okay. Let's check. So you can't really see yellow color for a line because we can't fill the line, right? Let's just drag a circle now. I'm just placing this. Okay, wait. Drag this up. Drag this up. Let's throw it out. Okay, let's just put the radius as 100. Okay, I'll just click in the middle of the screen. Okay, now you can see. So set fill color will fill the shape with that particular color, and set stroke color will set the border color. Okay, so you can see the border color is red, and then the shape is being filled with yellow. Okay, fill color yellow I wrote, right? And stroke color red. Okay, let's suppose I'm writing black, so it should draw the border with black color now. Okay, let's reset and run. I'll click in the middle of the screen again. You can see that we have a black colored stroke, right? So stroke means it always depicts border. Okay, then we have draw image URL. This is like it draws the image at the specified URL onto the canvas element. Okay, so whatever the URL you are giving, right, that will be shown on the canvas basically. Like I told, canvas always allows the graphic elements too. Image is a graphic element only, correct? You can do animations, you can put images, you can draw shapes, whatever you want, you can do on the canvas. Similarly, you're drawing the image basically. Okay, and then get image data. So this will be returning an object. Okay, so it will return the image data, okay, captured from the canvas basically, right? It has few parameters like x, y, width and height. So it will get the x position of it, y position of it. It also gives you the width of the image, height of the image. All of these are provided. Okay, so it gets this is a getter method, no? So it gets all the values. Okay, and then put image data. So it puts the input image data, okay, onto the current canvas element. So if I'm using this block put image data and I'm writing the image data and along with the x and y values, so it should definitely show that image on the canvas, on the current active canvas. Okay, So the active canvas here is canvas 2. So on that canvas itself, it will show the specified image, whatever is the image data. Okay. So image data can be like a URL basically, right? Or if you have any other image, stored in your variable, you can give that. Okay. So clear canvas will clear the canvas. Let me just use it. So let's do this. I'll just we can't really do that right here, but it clears the canvas basically. Okay. How do I show this to you now? Let me think of it. Okay, let's do something like this. I will take a rectangle. Okay, let's put this clear canvas. Let's write rectangle. Okay, let this be there. I'll write 100, and here also I'll write 100. Let's see what should happen here. Okay, so for this again I have to, let's trigger another event then. So I'm just grabbing this on event here. On event. mm, okay, I'll just click on screen one. Then you have to clear the canvas and you have to draw a rectangle. So I also will have to, set the active canvas ID. So I will set the active canvas ID to canvas 2. Let's check this one. Okay. Let's run and check what happened. Oh, wait, sorry. So this is like where I am clicking on screen one. So it should draw a circle when I click on this one, right? So, okay. I think I'm using a wrong event now. So it should not be screen. Let's just grab a button then. So let's go to code. Let's write button one. Okay, let's check this. So I'm just clicking here. You can see a circle is being created because on event canvas to click, we are creating a circle, right? And when I click on button, it should change to a rectangle automatically, right? Because it should clear the canvas. Whatever was present on the canvas, it will clear it off. It will again set the active canvas to canvas 2 only. Okay. And then we are creating a rectangle of these dimensions at this position, right? So that is what it is doing. Okay. So this is all about clear canvas, and then where were we? Right. So get red image data, right? So it will get the red shade value. Okay, how much red is present on the canvas? That is what. So what do I mean by how much red? So it's like we already know, if you have not watched my previous video, which is RGB, right? So please do go back and watch that for understanding RGB things better. Okay. And our shade will have 0 to 255 values, right? So from among those 0 to 255, R should definitely have some value, right? That is how much red we have on the canvas. Okay. So that is bought. From where it is bought? It is bought from this X and Y values which are being given here. Okay. So, and then get green. So what does get green mean, right? So that means it will get the green shade value. Okay. So get blue will get the blue shade value because RGB, all these three are mixed, right? Red, green, and blue are mixed to get a single color. Correct. That means, so wherever you're pointing out, it should definitely have a red shade value, be it 0 or any other value. Okay. So if the red is not being mixed, that means red should have 0 at least, right? So green should have some value and blue should definitely have some value, right? So all those values can be got from this get methods, right? Getter methods. And get alpha will get the transparency of the color, right? So what do I mean by transparency? Like transparency or alpha value varies from 0 to 1, right? So 0 being the complete transparency, right? So you cannot see any color, only you can see the white color in 0 transparency level, right? So or in the value 0. And if you're writing 1, that means it is completely opaque, right? So opacity is high now. So you can see the brightest form of the color or the natural form of colors, right? Purest form of color. Okay. So that alpha value is got. So it can be 0.5, it can be 70. Okay, I mean to say 70 is a 70% of it, right? Okay, so this might get any value from 0 to 1. Okay, alpha value. And set red is if you want to, manually set the red value at that position, right? So let's suppose the red value was 120, okay? And if you want to change it to the brightest form of the color where 255, red 255, right? You can absolutely do that using set red, okay? Give the image data, give the x and y values wherever you want to set the red, and write the red value in the fourth parameter, okay? So same thing goes with set green and set blue also, and set alpha also. So you can set the alpha value from again 0 to 255. Here it is giving 0 to 255, but alpha value actually varies from 0 to 1. Okay, so you can give that, and then set RGB. So set RGB is again like if you want to set all the values, right? RGB and alpha value, then you can use this set RGB block, right? All at once, not individually you're setting them, but you are mixing all of them together. Okay, so you just have to give the image data, x value, y value, red, green, blue, and alpha value. Okay, so this is all about the canvas and canvas blocks, right? I hope you should have understood all of these clearly. So if you have any questions or any queries, please do reach out to me in the comment section below. Okay, and the required links are provided to you in the description, right? So yeah, I'm so happy to help you all out there if you have any queries, right? And let's meet in the next video. Let's check out, I'm just thinking of what content to be created next, right? So I have multiple ideas. Okay, so I thought of creating few other multi-screen apps where you can get hold of creating apps more, right? Or I should be pausing these videos and I should do something else on CodeStudio, right? We have many other labs which we can explore on. I'm just thinking of these. I'm confused, but yeah, definitely I'll get back to you with a brand new video in the next day itself, right? I'll be getting back soon. Yes. So this is Veena signing off. Okay. Yes, I'll be meeting you in the next video. Until then, what you guys have to do, you have to go back to my channel Folx Hub, open Applab playlist, and do watch all my videos in the sequence for understanding better. Okay. Yes. So bye bye and have a great day all.